When Americans think of mega projects, they might think of the Hoover Dam, the Manhattan Project, or the Apollo program. These projects are really amazing, but if you live in China, you will probably have a different list of mega projects. Hey, welcome to Trippin'. My name is Miguel, and I've been living in China for 12 years now, and whenever I return home to the United States or when I talk to people from the US, they never believe me when I talk about China's mega projects and what they've been building in the last decades. They often end up Googling these projects to verify my story and wonder why they have never heard of these projects before. So in this video, I will list 10 projects that Americans won't believe China's been building. Some of you might already know some of these projects, but I hope to introduce you to a few that you haven't seen before and that even surprised me. I will start with number 10 on my list and work my way to number 1, which I think is pretty amazing because I don't want to blow everybody's mind right away. So let's jump in with number 10, which is the Gansu wind farm. Many foreigners think China is polluted and dirty, which is true in many parts of the country, but China has been investing billions of dollars into renewable energy and now has some of the largest renewable energy projects in the world. The Gansu wind farm project is one example. The project is located in desert areas near the city of Chunguan and is one of 6 national wind power megaprojects approved by the government. It is the largest onshore wind farm in the world, and according to the Northwest Renewable Energy Institute, it has 7,000 wind turbines producing 20 gigawatts of power and was completed in 2021 at a cost of $15 billion US. This is just one renewable energy megaproject that made the list. The next mega project on our list, coming in at number 9, is the Daxing International Airport in Beijing. It's really impressive, and I've actually been there, so I'll show you some of those clips now. I even got to go behind the scenes a little to see how it operates. The most impressive part of the mega project to me is the fact that it was completed in just under 5 years. Construction of the airport began in December 2014 and it was opened in September 2019. According to Airport Technology, Daxing Airport was developed at a cost of $17 billion US. It is expected to handle 27 million passengers by 2025 and up to 100 million passengers upon farther expansion. This is a stunning building and will be a great addition to the capital. Back down on Earth, we have number 8, which is the Huangha hydropower solar farm, which is China's largest solar farm with a capacity of 2.2 gigawatts. The solar farm is located in Qinghai province and is the second largest in the world, second only to the 2.245 gigawatt capacity Badla solar farm in India. Like I said earlier, China is investing heavily in renewable energy, and this is another example. The farm is reported to have cost $2.2 billion US and is part of a planned 16 gigawatt renewable power complex, which includes 2 converter stations of 8 gigawatts. Americans couldn't even dream of a solar farm of this size and scope. Speaking of dreams, the next mega project will have you floating in the clouds. The Bayang Bridge is number 7 on our list, and it is a 4-lane cable bridge on the border between Guizhou and Yunnan. As of 2021, the bridge is the highest in the world, with a road deck sitting over 565 meters above the Bayang River. This looks like something out of a sci-fi movie leading to a city in the clouds, but in reality, it is just a really tall bridge. The bridge cost around $140 million US, took 3 years to build, and required some complicated engineering along with a lot of brave workers. From the skies to the rivers, the next mega project on our list is the Three Gorges Dam. This is not a new project, but it is the largest hydropower plant in the world, and the sheer size of it would blow anybody's mind. The Three Gorges Dam is a hydroelectric gravity dam that spans the Yangtze River. The dam body was completed in 2006, and the power plant of the dam project was completed and fully functional as of July 2012, which means this mega project is a little older, but still impressive. The government estimated that the project would cost $22.5 billion US and estimated in 2009 that the construction cost would be recovered when the dam had generated 1,000 terawatt hours of electricity, but the full cost of the Three Gorges Dam was recovered by December 2013. We're now moving into the top 5 mega projects on this list, and I'd love for you to hit the like button and help push this video out to more Americans who may not believe China is actually building these mega projects. With that said, let's dive under the sea and on to number 5 on our list, which is the Jintian Undersea High-Speed Railway Tunnel. You might not have heard of this project because it was recently approved and has only just started. After 2 years of preparation, the core technical proposal for the project's 16.2 kilometer undersea tunnel, the longest in the country, passed assessments by a panel of experts. The project is expected to take 6 to 7 years to complete, and once completed, the tunnel will allow passengers to travel between Ningbo and Zhoushan in just 30 minutes, greatly reducing the travel time. I would love to show you new footage, but because this is a new project, there hasn't been much released yet. The project is expected to cost around $4 billion and will be the longest underwater high-speed rail line in the world. Speaking of high-speed trains, number 4 on our list is China's high-speed rail system. I recently did a video about China's high-speed rails, and I'd love for you to check out that video after you finish watching this one. Basically, China's high-speed rail system is the best in the world now, and they plan on completing over 70,000 kilometers of lines by 2035. I really enjoy riding the high-speed trains here in China and think this is one of the best ongoing mega projects in China. They have completed some of the most interesting rail lines, like the highest rail line in the world, and now they are working on the longest undersea tunnel in the world. The engineering required to complete these lines is amazing, and I really can't wait to see how many lines they complete in the future. Step aside, SETI, because the next mega project on this list has the best chance of making first contact. I'm talking about FAST. FAST has a 500-meter diameter dish constructed in a natural depression in the landscape, and it is the world's largest filled aperture radio telescope. If you love sci-fi movies and the idea of making first contact, like I do, then it isn't surprising this mega project made the list. Obviously, this is going to be used for a lot more than just searching for signals, but it is still exciting to think about what discoveries it might uncover. The telescope took about 5.5 years to complete and cost around $110 million. In recent years, the telescope has been open to international researchers, and hopefully it will expand our knowledge of the universe. We've made it to number 2 on our list of mega projects that Americans won't believe China is building, and it is a bridge. I'm sure you can guess which bridge I'm talking about, and if you guessed the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, you would be right. This bridge is really interesting because of the engineering complexities that the team needed to overcome to build this structure. I used to work for a media company, and we did a video about the construction and talked to the project manager. It was really interesting because this type of bridge had never been built before. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge is a 55-kilometer bridge tunnel system consisting of a series of 3 cable-stayed bridges, an undersea tunnel, and 4 artificial islands. It is both the longest sea crossing and the longest open sea fixed link in the world. The bridge opened in 2018 and cost around $18.8 billion. Despite some controversies, the bridge was completed and it is an engineering marvel. If you made it this far into the video, I'm sure you like this type of content, and I would love for you to hit the like button because it really helps push the video out to more people, and more people can learn about these amazing projects that China is building. Also consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this one. Okay, on to number 1 on my list. We have been in the sky, on the ground, and under the sea, so now it is time to blast off into space. The number 1 most unbelievable mega project in my mind is China's space program. I grew up watching Star Trek and Star Wars and Stargate and Firefly and the X-Files, and one of the best trips I had when I was young was going to Cape Canaveral with my father and visiting the Kennedy Space Center. And a few years ago when I went to Russia, I really enjoyed visiting the Cosmonaut Museum. So of course China's space program was going to be number 1 on my list, and for good reason beyond my personal fascination. China is one of only 3 countries that have independently sent humans into space and built a space station, the US and Russia being the other 2 countries. Another thing the space program accomplished was on January 3rd, 2019, Chang'e 4, China's lunar rover, successfully landed on the far side of the moon. The rover was able to transmit data back to Earth despite the lack of radio frequencies on the far side via dedicated satellites sent earlier to orbit the moon. The landing and data transmission was considered a landmark achievement for human space exploration. It was the first far-side landing in history. Basically, I could make a whole video about China's space program and what they have planned in the future, but I would suggest reading more about the program if you are unaware of their accomplishments. Remember, the truth is out there. So there you have it, 10 mega projects that Americans won't believe China has built. All joking aside, I do think it is important to share this type of content to help bridge the gap between the 2 nations. If both nations only focus on the negative aspects of each country, people will not trust each other, which could lead to future conflicts and misunderstandings. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button to help this video reach more people. And if you want to see another interesting video, I did make a video about China's trains, so click here and see you in that video. Bye bye.